You've seen the insane pictures, the endless sunshine, rockets launching into space, and also home prices that look fake. Melbourne, Florida looks like the ultimate escape, an affordable coastal paradise. But I hate to break the news to you, those glossy brochures are just straight up lying to you. What they won't tell you is that buying a home here is like watching a crazy movie trailer. You see all the best parts, but they don't show you the surprise twist that costs you thousands of dollars. Most people only figure this out after they've unpacked already, or when big unseen expenses are just waiting to take a giant bite out of your bank account. And these aren't small costs. They're financial curveballs that can turn your Florida dream into a total nightmare. My name is Stephen Thomas, and as a real estate agent who has lived right here on the Space Coast for 35 years, pretty much my whole life, I've seen so many people lose so much money. My job isn't just to find you a house, it's to make sure you know exactly what you're getting into. That's why today we're pulling back the curtains and exposing the 6 biggest hidden costs of living in Melbourne, Florida that no one ever talks about. We're getting into the shocking numbers your realtor might not mention, from eye-watering insurance prices to the non-stop battle against pests. By the end of this video, you will know everything, so you can make a decision with your eyes wide open. Oh yeah, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest here in the Brevard County area, feel free to reach out, as my information is in the link in the description below. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Move to Florida the right way. First up is the biggest cost that will shock you: homeowners insurance. This one is crazy, and it's the #1 expense that catches newcomers completely off guard. You might be moving from a state where you paid $1,000, maybe $2,000 a year for homeowners insurance. Well, welcome to Florida. We're on a whole different level here. Florida consistently ranks as the most expensive state in the nation for homeowners insurance. While things have shown some recent signs of stabilizing in 2026 after years of crazy hikes, the baseline cost is still high as hell. And you wanna know why? It's because we're on the Space Coast, right next to the Atlantic Ocean, and that means those costs are even higher. While the national average is around $2,500 a year, it's not common to see quotes here in Melbourne that are double or even triple that. An average annual premium of around $5,000 is not out of question. That is over $400 a month just on insurance. So, why is it so expensive? One word: hurricanes. The risk of catastrophic wind damage has caused many national insurance carriers to pull out of the state altogether, leaving fewer options and driving up prices for those that remain. But just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it gets worse. Your standard homeowner's policy does not cover flooding. Think of it like a really good raincoat. It's great in a downpour, but it's useless if you fall into a swimming pool. For that, you need a completely separate flood insurance policy. A lot of the best properties in Melbourne are in designated flood zones, which means your mortgage lender will require you to carry it. Depending on the zone, this can easily add another $700 to $2,000 or more to your annual bills. So when you're budgeting for that dream home, you have to factor this in. A $450,000 house might look great, but if you're suddenly hit with a combined insurance bill of $7,000 to $8,000 a year, it dramatically changes your monthly payment. That's why you do not make an offer on a house until you get multiple insurance quotes. This part is so complex, it can derail a purchase entirely. If you want help navigating this, I put a link in the description below where you can book a call with me directly. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Move to Florida the right way. Next up is something that will literally crawl into your wallet: the pest tax. Because living in Florida's warm, humid climate means you're paying a mandatory tax to Mother Nature. And it is not optional. It's a certainty. And trust me, the battle against pests is relentless and not a DIY project. We're not talking about one little spider. We're talking about a year-round, 24/7 battle. The #1 enemy: termites. They're like a silent virus for your house. They can eat your home from the inside out, causing catastrophic damage before you even see a problem. A termite infestation can cost you tens of thousands of dollars in repairs. And guess what? Your homeowner's insurance won't pay for any of it. Then you've got cockroaches, endless armies of ants, and in the summer, you have mosquitoes that are on steroids everywhere. And let's not forget about rodents and a whole army of other bugs that see your air-conditioned home as a 5-star hotel. That's why, because of all of this, professional year-round pest control isn't a luxury, it's a utility. Just like your power and your water, you gotta have it. Nearly every homeowner has a contract. An initial treatment can run anywhere from $150 to $300. A specialized termite prevention system is way more, often starting around $500 and going up to $1,500 or more. After that, you need an ongoing plan, which usually means quarterly visits for between $100 and $300. Add it all up, and it's pretty common to spend anywhere between $500 and $1,500 a year just to keep the bugs out. This is a reoccurring cost that's never mentioned in those top 10 places to retire articles. You have to add this to your budget because not having it is guaranteed to cost you way more. This next hidden cost drains your bank account every single month, your utility bills. Now, a lot of people see that Florida's electricity rate is around 15 cents per kilowatt hour, a bit lower than the national average, and think it's reasonable. But the rate is a trap. But the real story is how much of it you actually use. From late April through October, your air conditioning unit will be running non-stop. It's not just for comfort, it's to fight that insane humidity that can cause mold inside your house. For a normal 2,000 square foot home, it's totally normal to see the electricity bill hit $200, $300, or even more in the summer. Some locals report average monthly bills of around $257. That can easily add up to $3,000 a year just for electricity. And it's not just electricity. Water bills can also be a huge surprise, especially if you have an irrigation system for your lawn. It's common to see monthly water bills around $80, which often includes trash service. Combine electricity and water, and you're easily spending around $300 to $450 a month. While Melbourne's cost of living is about 2% below the national average, these massive utility costs are a giant part of the budget that people never see coming. To live comfortably here, a single person needs an income of around $49,000, while a family might need over $66,000. And these utility bills are a big reason why. Okay, we're halfway through, and if your mind is blown, especially by these costs, do me a favor and slam that subscribe button. And if you're already feeling overwhelmed and want a step-by-step plan for your move, use the link in the description below to book a one-on-one call with me. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Move to Florida the right way. Now let's get back to the hidden costs that will completely surprise you. This next one is a trap that catches everyone: the Homeowners Association or HOA fee. And sometimes it has an evil twin, the Community Development District, or CDD fee. If you're looking at new homes in a master plan community like Viera, you're almost guaranteed to have an HOA fee. And guess what? These fees aren't optional, and they can be huge. HOAs maintains the pools, fitness centers, and pickleball courts if you have any. And they also enforce the rules, so no boats in the driveway. The cost for this is wild. In older neighborhoods, it might be a few $100s a year. But in the brand new communities with the giant amenities, you're paying monthly fees from $250 to over $600. For example, in the popular 55 plus community of Bridgewater at Viera, your monthly HOA fees can be anywhere from about $490 to $550. For all of my math whizzes out there, that's over $6,000 a year, and that's on top of everything else. And then you may get hit with the CDD fee. Imagine you buy a house and find out you've inherited monthly payments for the new roads and sewers for the next 20 years. That's a CDD. It's an extra tax that gets rolled into your annual property tax bill and can add another $1,000 or more to what you already owe. So listen to this. An HOA fee of $500 a month is literally the same as adding $100,000 to your mortgage. That's crazy, right? While many Viera communities don't have CDD fees, you have to ask your realtor to clarify every single fee, or you can end up with a monthly payment that's hundreds of dollars higher than what you even bargained for. Okay, everyone shouts about no state income taxes in Florida. It sounds amazing, right? But you and I both know the government has to get their money from somewhere. And that's where the property taxes come in to crush you. Here in Brevard County, the effective property tax is around 0.70% to 0.95%, which actually looks lower than the national average. But that number is misleading. Your tax bill is based on your home's assessed value. And as prices go up, so do the taxes. For a median price home in Melbourne, valued at around $370,000, your property tax bill might be in the range of $2,600 to $3,500 a year with a homestead exemption. However, some estimates show a bill for a similar home could be over $4,500. This just shows you have to look at the specific tax history of a property. And like we just talked about, if you buy in a community with a CDD fee, that amount gets added right on top of your tax bill, pushing it even higher. People get so focused on no income tax that they completely forget to budget for a property tax bill that can be several $100s every single month. When you combine a $400 monthly tax payment with a $450 monthly insurance payment, along with a $300 HOA fee, you've just added over $1,000 to your base mortgage. The savings from no state income taxes are real, but you have to do the complete math to see if it's worth it. Okay, the final hidden cost is the one that can bankrupt you in 24 hours. I call it the hurricane tax, and it's so much more than the insurance premium. This is out-of-pocket cash for storm prep, and more importantly, your hurricane deductible. First, you have to prep for the storm. If your home doesn't have impact glass, that means hundreds of dollars on plywood. Many people spend thousands on permanent shutters. Others spend $10,000 on a generator. But that's nothing compared to the real hurricane tax, your deductible. This ain't your normal $1,000 deductible either. This is a monster. It's a percentage-based fee of your home's total insured value, usually 2%, 5%, or even 10%. So let's do the math. Your home is insured for $400,000. You have a 2% hurricane deductible. You have to pay the first $8,000 of damage before your insurance company even gives you 1 red cent. If you have a 5% deductible, you have to pay $20,000. This deductible gets triggered the moment a hurricane watch or warning is issued. This is the financial shock that destroys people. They survive the storm only to face a bill for $10,000 or $20,000 just to start repairs. That's why you gotta have that deductible amount saved in an emergency fund. It's the ultimate hidden cost. And guess what? It's hiding in the fine print of your policy. So there it is, the 6 major hidden costs that nobody tells you about when you move to Melbourne, Florida. We talked about everything from the insane insurance premiums and the non-negotiable pest control to the creeping utility bills, along with the layered HOA fees, the property tax trade-offs, and that massive hurricane deductible. Now, am I trying to scare you away from the Space Coast? Nah, absolutely not. I love living here. It's amazing. I was born and raised here, but I want you to come here prepared with your eyes wide open. The dream of an affordable Florida life is still possible, but only if you plan for these insane expenses. The sticker price of the home is fake. The real price is the house plus all these hidden costs. If you're seriously considering a move to Melbourne and want an agent that will give you 100% of the truth and not just the sunny parts that you may see some other people on YouTube that'll do that, then you need to connect with me. Click the link in the description below to book a call with yours truly. You can pick a day and a time that works for you, and we can build a personalized plan to help you find that perfect home without any of these crazy surprises. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Move to Florida the right way. I'll see you guys in the next video.